Hello once again, Internet Every Peoples, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Neo Contra. The last time we were together, we tore our way through the alien swarm and once again put an end to the supposed vile red falcon in a jar. Man, that boss was really kind of crappy, wasn't it? God, that's so disappointing. Anyway, we went through all that to end up where we are at today, the finale. There's not a whole lot of game left. In fact, this game's going to break down in the same way that Shattered Soldier did, in that we're basically heading straight headfirst into another boss rush, and all of that's going to be broken up with a whole fucking lot of just cutscenes and story. And this is the point where the game starts to confuse me, because I'm sure you will see and you will notice it's hard to discern whether the game is playing it straight and taking itself super seriously, or if it knows it's fucking batshit insane and it just is really leaning into it a little too hard and you just can't really tell. So why waste any more time talking about it? Why don't we go ahead and just get ourselves going, because we have got ourselves a game to finish. Let's go.
What the? That was a truly valiant effort. Really most entertaining.
Steve Blum is on to us.
I am the Supreme Commander of Neo Contra.
Commander?
Oh,
Must
Master
be
Contra.
Master
Of course.
Contra.
What else would he be named?
Correct. I'll hand it to you, Bill Reiser. You beat my Elite Four. That's more than I expected from a fake.
Fake? What the hell are you talking
Oh
about?
boy.
Perhaps this will clear things up.
What?
Here we go.
He could be your identical twin.
Let me introduce myself again. I am Bill Reiser, the real
And
original
there
one.
you are. This
Original
story's about to get
What do you
Bionic
mean?
Commando
Are
2009
you saying I'm
levels of stupid.
Clone?
You catch on quickly.
Shut up. This is nonsense. You're stalling.
Oh, then I'll ask you this. What do you remember from before they put you in cold sleep? How much? You probably remember missions and battles fairly accurately. But beyond that, any personal memories? Disturbing how little you can recall, isn't it?
But that's impossible.
Because you're in a stupid video
How?
game, Bill. Come on now, get with the program.
Oh, it's possible. Your memories have been pieced together by a military database.
That's crazy.
Bill,
You seem to be struggling with the truth, though it hardly matters now. The preparations for my noble mission are now complete. I let you proceed so that the assembly wouldn't suspect my real intentions. But now that deception is over, the time has come to dispose of you.
Oh no! The anime force field that won't let us move. We've been foiled again.
My body!
Dishonor. Oh, poor Jaguar. You really feel for him in this scene.
The game is over. Die!
not if I can
Where-
help it.
Where the fuck was this guy the whole time?
Who is that? You'll pay for that.
And of course, just fucking stands there and lets it happen. Boy, real fucking elite.
Annoying vermin.
God.
It doesn't matter. It's time to depart. You'll just be part of the debris when I vaporize this planet. Goodbye.
Well, later, dude. Oh no. Key character central to the plot of Neo Contra is dying.
Don't worry about me. With these wounds,
And he all thought Lucia's death was heart-wrenching. Check this shit.
But we can't just...
Listen, Riser. Don't let his words rattle you. You know who you
Why is he
are.
sparking?
And
He's
how
not
you
a
live your
robot,
life
clearly.
dictates
He's got
who
blood
you
everywhere.
are. You're not a fake. If you risk your life fighting for your ideals, you are a true hero. You are Contra.
A true patriot.
Just who are you?
Salute.
The same as you, Contra. I was called.
Oh boy.
Hold on.
You've probably already guessed it. I don't have to say it. You've probably already guessed it. And now we've got to have the requisite city getting destroyed by a giant floaty thing that's gonna go to space, I guess. So, I know I don't have to say it, but I'm going to anyway. The implication is that Mystery G is the original Bill Riser. And he looks, you know, not a day over 1200, I would say. Boy, he's really just aged very well. Like a fine wine, just gets better with age. Only his reaction times are clearly fucking shit. So, we get to play the game again. Good for us. Very simple here. You don't even have to move here. I'm just doing so. But, yeah. This is pretty easy. These things take 9 years to attack you. There are only 10 of them. Don't worry. This will be over very soon. And those last two pop up really quick. And that's it. And off we go. We're blasting off into the base thingamadooter where dude guy went. So that's fun. His shoulders and arms look really weird to me. I don't know. Anytime he moves his shoulders and arms, they look just entirely silly. Like the arms don't look proportional to the body for some reason.
It's a shame you were able to chase me here.
You! What are you planning?
To eliminate the need for soldiers and the possibility
This is a
of
Contra
any new
game,
threats.
and I don't know if I should remind you of this fact or not when I say that we're, what, 9 minutes into this video or so?
What?
And we've got to play the game for about 24 seconds?
In any structured society, there are strict morals.
And this
However,
speech is
to annihilate
really
an enemy, we must
just-
conveniently forget those morals.
like, it's so
This hypocrisy
fucking
is
contrived.
deplorable.
Like, you've
If we
seen
had
this kind of
society's
story
foolish morals,
before.
we
You've
could never
heard
become
this speech
ultimate
before. It's
soldiers.
so utterly
Far from it.
It's
Our
just this
goals
game
don't
is
involve
taking itself
wars.
way too seriously,
They
and
involve
you
winning
kind of lose me.
wars.
You had me at Animal
That
Contra, you
is
had
the
me at
reason
Plant
for our
Contra.
existence.
You're getting into like moralizing
enough.
on society, and I have to be the one to cleanse everything. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So now we can actually fight him, and this is a pretty cool boss fight. Those little orbs that are in the air, those give him a protective shield, so we just gotta lock onto them, take them out, and then he's vulnerable again. That's basically the gist of that portion of the fight. And just like that, we're moving on to the next phase, and I'm just gonna gamble and hang out behind him. This usually works. About a woo 50-50 shot of that working. Let's see if we can hold out just a little more. Ooh, I dodged way too early there. Yep, that was way too early. So he's gonna get another swing. If he doesn't get another swing, you can take him out in one cycle of those, but bad dodge time. So this here is you gotta pick out the real one. The real one flashes red when you shoot it, and then you just kind of dodge between the sword slashes. Easy peasy. Not too terrible of a boss. But it's got a lot of motion to it, and I'm just thankful to be playing the game again. But, well, like, that's over with again. So, back to cutscene time. It's a cool boss fight. I wish it was longer. I wish it had more phases or something. Something to make it feel like a little more worth the time that you spend getting to it. But okay, it's just a giant fucking space head now.
You and I are products of a project that started 10 years ago.
Project C. It was a Solid Snake simulation.
It was a master plan to stop the many conflicts on this planet. It was the ultimate weapons project, designed for complete genocide.
We're gonna stop all the conflicts by just committing mass genocide.
Legendary and ultimate
The part that we
soldier,
realized that
Bill
this project was
Reiser.
really good was when it
you
made a
say?
big old
There were
computer
two
face in the middle of the
different
floor.
paths of research in this plan.
Yeah, that's about when we
One was
realized
to
we were
clone
on
and
the right
recreate
fucking
the
track.
ultimate soldier, Bill Reiser. You are the result of that plan. The other was to take Bill Reiser's consciousness and implant that into a weapon, which resulted in me.
What? But that would mean...
Yes, this facility, which has the power to vaporize planets, is all me.
Wait, let me think for a moment.
No, Jaguar, don't
You're the
think
original
about
Bill
this.
Reiser.
What is Bill
So this is a
Reiser?
little bit of an emulator glitch here. There's supposed to be pictures of Bill Reiser there, but I think it kind of works better since it's just weird looking static. I don't know why that doesn't work properly. That seems like that would be a very easy thing to emulate, but well, I know. I'm not an emulator
Power that
expert.
exceeds all. Pure destruction. And I am the original
You're the
one.
original one.
No,
Yeah.
I have far surpassed the original. I am the
He
ultimate
was final
form
boss
of
Bill Reiser.
Reiser.
No, you're a joke. You're
Boom.
just a heap of
Just
metal
shot
with
him
an
the fuck
inflated
down.
Ego.
I don't
No,
expect
you're a
you to
joke. Well,
understand.
fuck, why are we even
So
fighting
I'll just
him
have
if you're
to
gonna
force
throw out
the
burns
issue
that hard,
when
fake
I'm
Bill?
through. Not a single strand of your DNA will remain.
So now we're coming up on what can be the most difficult boss fight with the particular weapon set that I've chosen. Man, oh man, oh man, I'm nervous about this one. We may actually have to burn a continue or two here because this is like quite literally a, if you fuck it up, game over. Those extra lives mean nothing. All 15 of them. Okay, so we got a time limit, and we've got to destroy these little, like, floaty thingies. And we can only use our lock-on shot, which is the weakest in the game, but then there's, like, tons of other shit happening, and you basically just have to dodge through it if you see, like, Jesus Christ. So there's one whoa, did not want to take a death there. If that timer runs out, you game over. Just no extra lives or anything. Oh my god. I'm getting lucky with the fire patterns that I'm seeing, though. Usually this is just a pain in the dick, and... come on! One more! Oh my god! I think that's the most time I've ever had left on that timer with this weapon set. I am usually less than a second left on that timer by the time that I finish that boss. So wow, I didn't think that was going that well, but I guess we got some really good patterns. But we are not quite done yet. It's a Contra game. We've got to have the final boss in a very similar fashion to how it worked in Contra Shattered Soldier, only with a little more resistance this time around. So we're gonna crash and we're gonna go out through the atmosphere again. Let's go. We're on a one-way trip home. So you can hit this thing with your lock on. You can shoot it. You actually don't have to fight this boss at all to win. And because it's constantly losing HP as it's falling through the atmosphere. But shooting does speed it up, and I've found some safe spots that kind of just leave the boss off screen. Very silly. But it's not a difficult boss fight. The only thing that makes it really difficult is the viewing angle can really make you misjudge how you're dodging through those flashy bullets. And sometimes, like, if he wants, in that first form where he's spitting out the fireballs that spit out multiple bullets, he can just drop it right fucking on top of you. I don't feel like I should have survived that there, but all is well. And again, just doing damage while he's off screen. See, this is the kind of stuff that bothers me about this game's POV, is that you kind of just lose. I mean, not only from a gameplay perspective, but this is the final boss. Like, this is supposed to have some kind of epic feel to it, but when the boss is off the screen most of the time, it just kind of, yeah, I don't know. It doesn't quite work. It's just a bit disappointing. Shattered Soldier's final boss, even though it was just kind of, it was basically a gimme fight, the same as this one. And there you go. That's the final boss, and we've done it. We've saved humanity from mass genocide by the big giant fucking Bill Riser face, and we finished the game with an S ranking because we're just that damn good. And what do we get for our effort? That's so fucking silly. Oh my god. Like, right at the end, you get that one fucking moment that's just real. What a video game, man. What a video game. That, my friends, is Neo Contra. So, in the end, what do I think about Neo Contra? I guess this would be the perfect time to start summing up my thoughts. I think that I agree with my review from back when this game first came out, and that I still think that this is an alright game. I think that just in terms of a quality run and gun, there's lots of stuff to enjoy. I think the stage design is really good. A lot of the bosses are super fun. The action is just like, you're always moving because you're always being swarmed. And it's just, there's like when it's going for that, when it's going just for that, like, and if you're just judging the game based on what it is, I think it's super solid. That said, Neo Contra, it's just got like a fair share of like balance and design issues that keep it from really reaching its full potential. I think at first and foremost is that I think this should have been a twin stick shooter, just straight up. Like, you should just be aiming with your right stick and moving with the left. You can either make the shots fire when you're holding a direction on the right stick, or you could assign a shoot button to the R and L triggers. Like, there's plenty of buttons up there to make all of the stuff in this game work the same way that it works now. You could still map all of this stuff up to a good twin stick shooter control layout, and it would work fine. The camera angles can be real bad, and it leads to real bad shot angles. And it can do a lot of things like putting bosses off of the screen, so I feel like maybe there should have been more dynamic camera movement here and there, maybe. I think that another thing that I really hated is that when you're at the bottom or the top of the screen, the UI is still just plastered over your character model, and it can be hard to see enemies and yourself. through that. It is especially on that Master Contra fight when he splits himself into like 6 dudes and he's locked you into the middle with that energy ring. If like the ones at the bottom are a lot harder to hit because they're under the goddamn hit rate bar, which is pretty much pointless at this point in the game anyway because you're not even playing for hit rate. And I feel that like those should have gone transparent when you or an enemy is kind of like under that little bit of the UI. What else? Boy, these credits are long. Much longer than the ones in Shattered Soldier. Maybe not that long. But I think that, let's see, what else? I think most of the weapons are kind of garbage. I think that there's a real lack of balance there. And I mean, that's just a whole load of rebalancing things that would need to be done. In the story, it is what it is. And yes, yeah, there we go. There's your... You only get that screen if you finish the game with an S rank. But, the story is what it is. It takes itself way too seriously. And, you just kind of lose me. And this is just kind of a list of all the stuff that's going to be unlocked that we're going to be looking at in our final episode, which is a bonus episode that'll be going up tomorrow. But yeah, the story, it is what it is, but like, I think that a smarter move would have been to have tackled this game's story the way that Contra Rebirth on the Wii does, in that it just fully embraces its utter weirdness with these little cutscenes between stages, and they're genuinely, like, cute and funny, and they're just like, they're not fucking 10 minutes long. They're just like 5-second little, here the screen says a funny thing and there's a funny picture. Yay. And I think that's really all I have to say about Neo Contra. Again, if you liked what you saw, you'll probably be like, hey, maybe give it a go, but I think that maybe there are better games out there that you could probably spend your time on than Neo Contra. But if you really gotta have another Contra game, like me, because I'll always be that shill, then, you know, you could do worse with your money. But that's gonna do it for Neo Contra. Tune in tomorrow. We will have a special bonus episode where we will go over all of the bonus unlockable stuff. You know, all of that fun rigmarole, and we'll catch you then. You folks have a good day, night, evening, whatever it is for you. Toodles. Love you.